What's going on, Pokemon Fab 5? This is the 4thGenGamer here, bringing you guys a brand new edition of the top 5 bottom 5 series I have here on the channel. If you guys don't know what this is all about, then check out the playlist on the channel that has all the other episodes, all the other types and stuff that we've done so far. Pretty much I just count down the best and the worst, in my opinion, Pokemon of each type, and that varies, you know, based off of many different reasons, whether it's their base stats, their design, their move pool, any of that, their role in the anime, their shiny, all taken into account, whether I think they're unoriginal or whatever. I may hate a Pokemon, I may love a Pokemon that you feel opposite about. So for that reason, make sure you do leave your own top 5 and bottom 5 fire types. You can see that's what we're doing today down in the comment section below. But we're gonna go right into things with our bottom 5 list, and that's where I get all negative and shit, and I probably pick on some Pokemon that you may like. But anyway, we are going to start off with the bottom 5, the worst in my opinion of all the fire types. And starting off that list, we do have Tepig. Now, this list was hard to make. It was hard to make because a lot of fire types were pretty freaking awesome, and Tepig's pretty cool. It's a cool fire type, but it's just not, it's not cutting it. There are a lot of other cool fire type starters, and that's just really, it's, I don't know. There's nothing really special about it. I don't hate it. It's just, there's not really much special about it. When you compare it to some other fire types, there are some worse. That's why it's number 5 in the bottom 5 rather than number 1. But, you know, it's a pig, and it's fire, and it evolves into another fire fighting type, the third fire fighting type starter in the Pokemon franchise in a row. It just doesn't cut it for me. Not really original. I don't know. Don't love it. I can deal with it, though. Fire type's pretty cool overall. Going to number 4, we do have Numel. And Numel is kind of just like the same deal. It's just, there's not really much that's unique about it. It's fire ground, which makes it really weak. Susceptible to fucking water type attacks, because, you know, that can just wreck it in one hit. I've tried using a Numel, and for that matter, a camera up before, and it just doesn't work out that well. It's not that, it doesn't really look that cool. I mean, I've tried using it competitively a little bit, it just doesn't work. It's not, doesn't really look that cool. The typing isn't like amazing on it, and you know, it's not that special of a Pokemon. I know it's kind of boring, but you know, the fire types, there's really not that many terrible fire types. It's just some of them just kind of aren't special. There's really nothing cool about them. Going on to number 3 though on our bottom list, sorry all the Pyro fans, but it is Litleo. And honestly, a lot of people want, you know, Pyro to have that normal type taken away, and honestly, I firmly believe the reason why, you know, Pyro has the normal typing is really just because of that pre-evo, because it just looks like one of those Pokemon, like a Zigzagoon type of model Pokemon, just with a flame on its head or something. You get what I'm saying? It's like a fire type Zigzagoon, really, or fill in the blank, a Furret or whatever, you know? Just shaped a little bit differently, you know? And if it wasn't for that, then I feel like Pyro could easily be just a fire type, and that's kind of like the reason why. It's their excuse, you know? It's kind of like that whole, like a Fletchling type of deal, except, you know, since it was already, you know, normal flying, they just meant, you know, fire flying or whatever. But, anyway, yeah, Litleo is just, it's a cool Pokemon. It's just like, I don't know. It's fire normal, and then, you know, the female version's not as cool when it evolves, and I don't know, it just has so much more potential. Just so much more potential, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not a huge Pyro fan, but, you know, yeah, not crazy about it. Going on to number 2. We do have Pansear, another one of those Pokemon. Really nothing sticks out about it. It's just another one of those Pokemon that's kind of like stuck in the rut, stuck in that little trio. And it's not really even like a cool trio. You have the Pansage, Pansear, what's the other one? I don't even know. They're so, like, Pansoak? I don't know. It's that trio of the elemental Pokemon. I'm not great with 5th gen Pokemon, really, just because a lot of them, some of them are good, some of them are bad, and this is just kind of like a trio that kind of got lost. You know, there's some, you know, duos and trios and stuff that kind of go well, like the Jinx, Magmar, and Electabuzz, or the Scyther and Pinsir, or, you know, Espeon, Umbreon. Those are all really cool, you know, pairs and trios or whatever. That trio is just kind of like, they're all really the same, just different types. And Pansear is just really not that cool. It's just kind of a fire monkey, and it's just the same as the other Pokemon. It's just the same thing, cut and pasted, except, you know, it's a fire type. I mean, I'm using a Pansage now, a Simisage, and my Y randomizer Wonderlock, but, I mean, it's cool and everything. It's just like, it's the same thing. It's, yeah, I don't know. Not a cool trio, not really that original. If it was the only fire monkey, like if it was the only elemental monkey out of that trio, and like the other ones were different, like just different species overall, then it would be a little bit different story for me. But that's my case with Pants here. Really just kind of blends in. It's really similar as the other rest of the members of the trio. But yeah, going on to number 1, in my opinion, the bottom of all the fire types, the worst. It's Slugma. Yeah, it's Slugma. I apologize if anyone does like Slugma, but honestly, it's just so... Alright. First of all, no one uses a Macargo. I've never seen someone use a Macargo. Maybe it's because it's rare or whatever, but I've seen it plenty of times that people can use it. I've never seen it in Showdown, never seen it in X and Y. It's just, it's boring. When it evolves into Fire Rock. That is troublesome. Very troublesome. And before it evolves, it's just a fire type, which is kind of like, I don't want to say it's boring, but I mean, I guess it's better than Fire Rock in a couple ways. But it's just kind of boring. It's just a pile of lava with eyes. I mean, I don't know. It's just, that's all it is. It's a pile of lava with eyes. You know, it's kind of like a Grimer ripoff almost, except just with lava instead of, you know, poison sludge. That's really the case, and it's just kind of boring in my opinion. Macargo's kind of boring. They both just blend in so much, they're just boring. But, I mean, listen, I don't hate Slugma. Some Pokemon I really don't like, and out of all the fire types, it's really hard to narrow down my favorite and least favorite. It's a tough type, because a lot of them are really cool, and for Slugma to be the worst out of all of them, or for Slugma to be the worst of anything, you know, it's got to be a pretty good class of Pokemon for Slugma to be the worst. But still, Slugma is really just irrelevant. I've never really seen it anywhere that it was relevant, or for that matter, Macargo, you know? I think it's like 1 or 2 gym leaders have it or whatever, but it just gets wrecked right away, really. It's just a Pokemon that blends into the scene, you know? But anyway, going on to the top 5 list, in my opinion, the best of the fire types for one reason or another, we do have, at the number 5 slot, Magmortar. Oh, yes, Magmortar. Another one of those Sinnoh evolutions that they added in, with Electivire and Frostlass and all that shit. Magmortar is a really cool-looking Pokemon. I don't know why. Like, a lot of people don't like Magmortar. I'm a big fan. Like, I don't love Magmortar, but I'm definitely a big fan. It looks really cool to me. In terms of that Magmortar Electivire kind of duo we got going on, I would give the award to Electivire, but, I mean, he's just so badass. But aside from the point, Magmortar just looks really awesome. I've used it in battle a few times. It can wreck. Definitely a reliable Pokemon, and I definitely would recommend if you guys ever have the chance, the opportunity to use it, which is kind of tough at the same time to use it. But it's an awesome Pokemon, looks awesome, and it's great in battle from what I've seen, and I've used it in Showdown a couple times, and it hasn't let me down. But yeah, going on to the number 4 spot, this is an awesome Pokemon. We do have Talonflame. Talonflame is that Pokemon that we kind of saw from the beginning of X and Y. We're like, oh, look, it's an orange bird. Is it going to evolve into a fire flying type? So for once, the bird Pokemon at the beginning of the game is like not normal flying. It does evolve into the fire flying Talonflame. It's awesome. It helps you hatch eggs. It has Gale Wings, so if you want to run that ability instead of Flame Body or whatever, you can do that in Showdown. Just run Brave Bird with it, and it can wreck. I've gotten wrecked by so many Talonflames. It's crazy. It's crazy. So much wreckage. But it can also help you with your eggs, like I said. With breeding, Talonflame is just such a savior, and it's awesome, and it's easy to find and everything. I've used it in Pokemon Y, and it was awesome. Or Pokemon X when I first played through the game in like October or whatever, and that was an awesome Pokemon to have on hand, and it's been awesome since then, for many reasons. But going on to the number 3 spot, we do have the majestic Ho-Oh, seen from the very beginning of the anime and everything. You know the story behind that. It's just so freaking awesome. Just so majestic. Great looking Pokemon. Great shiny, by the way. Obviously, it's a beast in battle because it's Ho-Oh. It's awesome. And, it's just epic. It's majestic. It's awesome. It has, does it have a movie? It probably does have a movie. I'm just drawing a blank right now. I'm really tired. But, it's just an awesome Pokemon. I love, you know, obviously it's the mascot of Gold and Heart Gold. And in Heart Gold, when, like, you go up to the Bell Tower, I think it is. Yeah, it's the Bell Tower. They do their little dance, which is awesome. Then you have an awesome battle against Ho-Oh, and it just looks so awesome. Ho-Oh just looks so menacing, so awesome. I just love Ho-Oh so much. It's just an awesome Pokemon. You can't hate on Ho-Oh. Just can't. And some pretty good battle music, too. But anyway, going on to number 2. Oh, the broken Pokemon. Yes, we're going there again. We do have Blaziken. Yes, Blaziken. Mega Blaziken. Speed Boost. Oh, I love you. It's awesome when you're using it. It's a pain in the ass when you're facing it. But, Blaziken in the first place, before the Mega, is really an awesome Pokemon. I was always a 3rd gen starter fan. All the starters are awesome. And once they all got Megas, you know, Blaziken got it first. That was just awesome. And like I said, though, before that, I always loved using Blaziken in a lot of different playthroughs and a variety of uses. It looks pretty cool. It's like a fighting chicken thingy, whatever, I don't know. It's the first fire fighting, and when they actually did it right. Infernape's pretty cool. I'm a fan, but Infernape's just that original, you know? The original fire fighting type, you know? But anyway, yeah, Blaziken, really cool, looks awesome. Beast in battle, it has an awesome Mega Evolution, and it's awesome. Really. Going on to the #1 spot, we do have the Beast. Shofu! Sorry, I'm used to saying Shofu from, you know, the Volt White 2, the series I did, because we had Darmanitan, and I didn't even say it was Darmanitan yet, did I? And it was named Shofu, and it was amazing. Oh man, this thing wrecked everything, and that is the reason why. It's just amazing. In that LP, I've wrecked so much with that. Just keep it away from its weaknesses, okay? Just keep it away from the earthquakes, the surfs, blah, blah, blah. Even when, like, it does face them, it actually tanks them a little better than I always thought it would. But whenever I needed it for, fuck, what did it have? It had Strength, which is a Rock-type move in Drown's Hack. So give it, like, Rock Slide or whatever. Whatever. Give it a Rock-type move, I don't know. Give it Earthquake, give it Hammer Arm, give it Fire Punch. And it can wreck. If you need a Pokemon to cover just anything, just throw out Darmanitan and it will just destroy anything that sees. It has a monster attack and it's just awesome. I haven't tried out with Zen mode actually. That would be pretty interesting. I don't know how that works exactly, but all I know is that it looks like a beast, it fights like a beast, and I always was able to rely on it. Not defensively by any means. And it has tanked a lot too, by the way. It's like tanked a lot more than I thought it would. It's not a tank, but it tanked more than I thought. But if I need a Fire Punch, if I need a Strength, you know, if I need a Rock-type move, we'll call it that. If I need a Rock-type move, if I need an Earthquake, if I need a Hammer Arm or something, just Darmanitan was always there. Very reliable Pokemon, and it's just awesome. Really. Just try it out and you will not regret it. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up today's top 5, bottom 5. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you do leave a like on the video and comment your own top 5, bottom 5 fire types. How'd you like my list? Was it amazing? Was it terrible? I'm sorry I had to leave out Charizard. I don't know how. It's hard. Probably like 6. I love the Megas and everything. It's awesome. I just want to mention that for all the Charizard fans that are going to hate me and everything. I'm sorry. But it's awesome. I love Charizard. But sorry, Magmortar just beat him out by like a little sliver. Just a teeny sliver. I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, till next time, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do subscribe to the Pokemon Fat 5 for more of that awesome Pokemon content. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.